And we're getting an update, on the impact of the trade war on the Canadian economy. Stats Canada is out with new retail trade numbers today, and CTV's Karamali is here to break them down for us. Kamil, how are they looking? Is the trade war with the U.S. having an impact?
Look, we are seeing a little bit of an uptick when it comes to sales on all 9 sectors, Roger. So some good news in terms of June's numbers when it comes to sales and the health of the Canadian economy. So we obviously know that the trade war has had its impact and toll on the jobs numbers and the sales numbers. But as you can see here, 1.5% is the bump up overall across all 9 sectors is what it averages out to. But breaking it down sector by sector, why we're seeing a bit of a bump, which adds up to $70.2 billion of retail sales in June alone. Once again, just 1.5% higher than what we saw in May of this year. And that is largely pushed up by a few sectors. As I mentioned, we're seeing an increase in all 9, but largely we saw the biggest in what is called the clothing sector. That saw more than a 5% increase from May to June in sales, and that includes clothes, jewelry, luggage, and leather goods. Not far behind were 2 other sectors. Building material and garden equipment were up 2.4%. Food and beverage retailers in terms of sales up 2.3%. And not far behind that, gasoline stations and fuel vendors saw a 1.8% increase. All of that, Roger, adding up to, once again, 1.5% increase in sales, adding up to roughly $70 billion for Canada. So not a bad number. And, you know, a lot of these, as you saw, fuel and gardening, building materials are very summer-oriented numbers. We know construction increases. We know a lot of road trips take place. Travel increases as well. So we're already getting warned by Statistics Canada that some of those numbers might drop when July sales numbers come out.
Okay, and in May, the largest retail sales decrease was the auto sector. How did it do for June? Yeah,
so saw a bump up in that as well, but probably not as much as what the economists and retailers would like to see. It was up, and once again, you spoke specifically about the vehicle sector. That was up 0.2%. So it depends on whether you want to look at it as glass half full or glass half empty. It is up, but just by a smidge. And just looking across the country as well, we saw an increase in multiple provinces as well, and so overall seeing an increase, but largely we saw a big jump in Ontario that saw more than a 3% increase, and New Brunswick seeing a 3% increase as well. So those were the 2 provinces, Roger, that saw more robust sales than others, but other provinces like BC and Alberta seeing anywhere between 1 to 2% increase in sales. So just giving you a snapshot across the country as well.
All right. Kamil, thank you for that update.
You're welcome.
CTV's Karamali.